is up, guys? My name is Anna. Welcome back to another video. So it's actually nighttime. I'm got bored. It's 12:28 exactly right now. So I got bored and I wanted to make a video because I wanted to talk about stuff, and I wasn't really tired and stuff. So I kind of like still have my light off. I just have this lamp on right here that I usually use to make videos. So, but I just wanted to talk about different things what's on my mind and crap. I actually did want to get into this topic, like the LGBT topic, because there's like different things I want to get into it, like into LGBT. So I think mainly for this video, I'm just going to talk about that. But tomorrow's video is actually going to be a hair video, because as you know, I have short hair now, but I originally had long hair. Which was that long, and that's my sister that I'm covering my finger with, because I don't feel comfortable with showing her on camera. She's actually really pretty. But I originally had long hair, but I cut it off. So a lot of people are like, you look better with your long hair, and I think that too, that I look better with my long hair. So I'm gonna grow it out again, but I was gonna see what I could do with it tomorrow. I know I can I could like flatten it, I know that, but I look like Sayori from like Doki Doki Literature Club when I flatten it. So tomorrow I think I might curl it. You might be like, curl it? What you mean? Like, I could curl my hair. These are natural curls. I don't do this in the morning. My hair is naturally curly from my mom, because my mom has natural curly hair, so I guess I got her natural curly hair. I did this before. I twirled it and I pulled it back like that. It was prettier though. Like, you know how people like pull it back? I did like this. I flipped it like that, and then like I pulled it back like this. It was pretty. Like that. It was something like that. I don't know how I did it. But I just want to get into like the LGBT topic, because like I just wanted to. So yeah, but tomorrow is gonna be like what I could do with my hair, trying different things with my hair, curling it. I know how these curler things that I'm gonna put in my hair. I don't know how long they have to sit, but I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna flat iron it. I'm gonna do different things with it. I know if I flat iron it, I can like take my bangs and I could like put them in a ponytail, and I could do like that or whatever. I know I could do that. But let's get into the LGBT topic, because I want to. Okay. But like, the LGBT is like, okay, homophobes are like, okay, I'm gonna describe it. I know they add more. I just like LGBTQ. I don't know what the Q stands for, and it's like plus, because they have like, but LGBT are like the main four. Okay, I was making sure it was four, but it's like it's five. It's like, girl, you said four. It's five. Okay, but those are the main four, and I just want to talk about those main four and talk about different topics in them. Like, okay, so homophobics, or people that do not like LGBT plus, like they don't like them. They like they either don't like them, they despise them, they hate them, they want to get rid of them, they want to kill them all. It's either that, which I hate people that are like that, except for my friend Evan, who he's a really nice guy, but he is homophobic, but he doesn't get on the subject a lot. So he doesn't get on like the subject a lot. He's not always trash talking them. He's not always like, I don't like them, they need to die, because if he did do that, I would just like get away from him. But he is a nice guy, and he doesn't trash talk them a lot. He's kind of homophobic. Well, he's like super homophobic. He just doesn't like to be around him. He says that that's not right or whatever, but I don't know. But he is a nice guy. He actually left my school. He was in 8th grade, but he's not in school anymore. But then they have homophobics that are scared of them, because I met some people that are actually, that like I met some kid, I don't know where I met him, I forgot, but it was a little boy, and he was like, they had like a trans person. It was like a trans girl. She was like trans, but it was her and then her friend, which I assumed to be lesbian, because they were with another girl and her friend was like holding a girl's hand. But so it was like a trans and two lesbians. So I was like, the boy was right there, and he like backed up when they passed. But we were like really far away from him. We really went far away from them because they were like walking like on the sidewalk, and then this was like the sidewalk, and we were like right here. So when they passed him, he was like backed up a lot, and I was like, what the hell? So he was like, my parents said that LGBT people, and he did quotation marks, and I was like, bitch, I'm gonna punch you. But he did like, LGBT people are not good, and they're bad, and they might hurt you. And I was like, tell me where your parents are so I could just go punch them in the face for lying to this. Like, this was like an innocent child. The child looked like 10 or 11, and he was just like innocent. And his parents won't lie to him. So his parents must have been like really bad homophobes. Because how would you lie to your child about that? Because believe it or not, LGBT people are way, way nicer than straight people. Like, straight people are way meaner than LGBT people. Because my sister, the one I was covering with my fingers, she is actually lesbian. And she's dating a girl now. And they live like in this really pretty house. Cause she's an adult. She's not like 21. She's actually 18, but she's like legally an adult. So she lives with her, and she like works with the ambulance and stuff. Cause she wants to be like a surgeon when she grows up. So like she lives with her, and they live in like in this nice house, and they have like 2 dogs. And I've never been to this house, but I'm supposed to go next week when her girlfriend is off of work. But I'm supposed to go. So, and I'm gonna see the house for the first time. But I'm like, off of my sister's like Snapchat or Instagram posts, the house is like really pretty and big and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, homophobes. They either have some that dislike them, hate them, want to kill them, some that are scared, some that are confused about them. Cause I know like some people are scared of them, like they might hurt them or something. Some people are confused, like they don't really know what's going on with them. Some people think that like it's retarded. Some people think that they don't deserve to be on the earth, and then some people think that it's against God. And I'm about to talk about the God thing, because Evan always talks about that. He was always like, yeah, this, and like disobeying God. And I'm going to talk about that like later, but right now I want to describe them. So LGBT. L. L is lesbian, like lesbian. Lesbian is girl, I'm a girl. Don't ever call a lesbian couple gay, and if I'm around you, I will punch you in the face, because I hate people who do that. They're like, oh, see 2 girls, they're gay. No, they're lesbian. Gay is 2 boys, and lesbian is 2 girls. Get it right. Thank you. And then L, G, gay, 2 boys dating. B, bisexual. Bisexual is actually when you like the same gender, so you like boys and girls, and I'm actually bisexual. I like both genders. So, but right now I'm in a relationship with a boy, and I actually do have a crush on a girl, but she's straight. But so I just like I don't have a crush on her, but she's nice and she's pretty. But I'm in a relationship with a boy, and the girl that I think's cute is straight. So like I would like never, like I couldn't even date her even if I wanted to, or even if I wasn't in a relationship I couldn't date her because she's like completely straight. Like she said, like, cause like that's like one of my friends that I have a crush on, and she's like completely straight. So cause she's like always, like I always ask her. I don't think she knows I'm bi. I don't think she knows that, cause I never told her, but I don't know if she catches, like, cause I fight with her sometimes. But I don't know if she's like catching the drift that I'm fighting with her, cause she's like really retarded, but she's like nice and pretty and she's cute. But she'll always be like, I'll always bring up the LGBT topic, and I'll always be like, she'll always be like, yeah, but I'm straight, like I would never kiss a girl or whatever. She was like, I'm straight, like I'm completely straight. I would never change my mind or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. Let's see that. Let's find out about that. No, I'm joking. But yeah. But like I said, I'm in a relationship with a boy now. So LGBT, T is trans, and trans means like if a guy wants to be a girl or a girl wants to be a guy. So like it's like the difference. It's like you wanted to be the opposite sex of you. like say like I was born a girl but I wanted to be a guy, so I would change myself to become a guy and that would be trans. So, but I'm happy with my sexuality because women are stronger than men. Thank you very much. But, and they have that. Then they have Q. I don't know what Q is, and I know they added like a whole bunch more and stuff like that. I know they added like a whole bunch more. Okay, so let's get into this disobeying God thing with the LGBT. So, a lot of homophobics say that if you're a part of the LGBT group, you're disobeying God. So, like, God, I always tell them, I always be like, you're wrong, you're not disobeying God. Like, because even if like I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what his like I know what his laws are, but I don't know like what he thinks. I don't know what he wants from us. I don't know how he wants us to act. But I know that he made us all, like we're all his children, and we're all on this earth for a purpose, and we're all different. And he like in my beliefs, I think that he wants all of us to be different and unique, because apparently a fake law is that everyone has to be the same. Like, women have to date men, women have to have long hair, they are not allowed to have short hair. Because when I did cut my hair, everyone at school kept calling me lesbian and trans and saying that I like girls. Like, well, I do, but I'm bi and I'm not lesbian. But they kept calling me lesbian and trans, which I'm not. I'm technically bi, and I'll always be like, I'm bi, get it right. Like, don't do that shit. And when I actually did come out being bi, people kept picking on me for being lesbian, and I was like, it's not lesbian. It's like, get out my face. If you don't like that stuff, please just like get out my face, cause I won't hesitate to punch you. Because like even if you do that bullshit, and like especially if you're gonna trash talk them right in my face, like especially that, cause like not in my defense, but in my sister's defense to it, because if you're gonna trash talk LGBT, like that's in my defense, my sister's defense, and some of my other friends' defense. Because I know I have a friend that's bi like me. I have a friend that's lesbian, and then I have another friend that's gay. So, but this is the gay one is actually Catherine's original friend. It's actually Catherine's friend, but like we're friends too, but we haven't like talked in years. Well, not years. I just like he lives in my hometown, and I haven't been in my hometown in forever. That's like when Catherine comes over here, I'll always be like, can I come with you? Can I come with you? Can I come with you? Like I'll like find any chance to go hang out with my sister back in my hometown, because I missed it a lot. Like it's it's not. It's kind of small. It's not small, and it's not really big. Well, it is big. Like I'm originally from my hometown is Lafayette, so like Lafayette's big. But then I moved. Like Scott is kind of like part of Lafayette and stuff. So I lived in like Scott for a little while, and I went to Mir, which is my old school. So then I'm originally from Lafayette. Like I was born and I was raised in Lafayette. Then I moved to Scott, and Scott is like part of Lafayette. Like Scott is just like a little town in Lafayette or whatever, but I think it is. But like I went to live in Scott, and I went to Mir, and I've been at Mir since I started Mir in 3rd grade, and then I left in 5th. So I was technically over there for 3 grades, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and then I left to go here. So I was originally supposed to stay over there for like 8th grade, and then after 8th grade I was gonna go to Rain and stuff like that, and then I was gonna go to like different places. But we moved over here, and all my schedule like fucked up, because I had like everything planned. Like I literally like planned out my whole future. Like okay, so I planned it out like my whole fucking future. I was gonna finish Mirror. I was gonna stay at Mirror till 8th grade, and then I was gonna go to Rain. I was gonna finish Rain. I was gonna go to college. I was gonna get a degree in teaching. I was gonna go teach for kids. I was either gonna be a teacher or I was gonna be a different, like I was gonna be an architect, like architecture, which like people, that's the person that designs houses. Or I was gonna be a different person, like, or a person that like travels a lot, cause I like I would like love to travel, and like I always wanted to go see different places. Like I want to go see Ireland. I want to go see Britain. I say Brighton, but I want to go. It's technically Britain, but I say Brighton. I want to go see Brighton. I want to go see Ireland. I want to go see. I want to go to New York. I want to go to California. I want to go. Want to go to Canada. I wanted to go to. I always wanted to go to Asia and Africa and like the UK. Like I mainly wanted to go to the UK because my favorite YouTuber, Jacksepticeye, as you should know already, my hat is literally hanging on the wall over there. I wore it the last time we went to Walmart, but that was like a few days ago. But I've just been chilling in my house, so I don't really have the need to wear it. But I'm really kind of about to wear it all day tomorrow. Well, not all day because I have to do that hair thing, but yeah. But I mainly wanted to go to like the UK. I better not be fucking getting sick. It's allergies. I've been talking a lot as well too. And I haven't had like a stop to drink water or anything. But it was like I always mainly wanted to go to the UK. Because Jack is like originally from Ireland. I always wanted to go to Ireland. Like even before I knew of Jack, I always wanted to go there. Because I heard like had like a lot of fields. They have very unique foods, and I did this like we had to choose a place that was, it was like for social studies. It was like our end of the year project. So like for this grade, I actually made an A on it. I passed 6th grade, guys. I thought I would fail, but I passed. I know I passed math and social studies and ELA. I passed those three. Like I know I passed math because we did this like big test, and it was like, okay, so it was like you had to do these things, and it was like first quartile, third quartile, IQR, the mean, the median, the range, and different things like that. And like we did a big paper that was like A B C D E F, and it was like 5 steps, and you had to do the 5 steps on every single one. So I had like loose leaf for it all, and I had like 6 pieces of loose leaf. But it was like really fun to do, and I finished it fast, and when I turned it in, I got an A on it. Then I had to do these other papers, which I did, and like I thought I was way behind, because I thought like, cause I'm always behind in class. Like I always think I'm behind in class. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, she finished, he finished, and I'm like sitting here, I'm like, am I last one? Like what am I doing? Am I doing it wrong? Like I would panic a lot. Like I'll get anxiety. But I thought like I just did my work. I kept thinking that I was the last one. Like when I turned it in, I thought it was the last one. But when I turned it in, I actually realized I finished it 2 weeks before I was actually supposed to turn it in, because we turned it in, like we've been working on that for like the whole month, and like everyone's been not doing it. So when we actually went to our class, our math class, for the first time for the whole month, our teacher was fucking pissed. Like he was mad at everyone because they didn't, like everyone else didn't do their work. So like when I was doing mine, I just finished like the paper I was talking about. Not the paper I'm talking about now, but the paper like the ABC thing. I just finished that in his class, and then the week that was like, it was the second to last week, and then we didn't go in his class for like 3 days. So then we only had like 2 days. So I stepped in his class for 2 days, did like nothing, because he just was chill. Like he didn't care. I did like so I finished those papers, but the other 2 days, everyone did their work, and I kind of just sat there like retarded. And then the other day we didn't go because like, it's the end of the year, like our schedule was all fucked up. But the week coming, it was like I was working the Monday, the Tuesday, and then by Wednesday, I turned it in, and I realized that I was done. It was like, I was like I didn't finish it 2 weeks early, but I started it. Like I started that paper 2 weeks, not 2 weeks. Okay, so I was doing the paper, and I thought I was like the last one to finish. Like I thought everyone else finished it and turned it in. But when I turned it in, I actually realized that I was the first one to turn it in. I got 100 on it, and I passed my math class. And I was freaking the hell out. And then for reading's like easy. Like ELA is like the easiest subject, and I absolutely love ELA. And we just finished reading the book of The Witch of the Blackbird Pond. Excuse me, which was the best book ever. It was like the most ultra book ever. Like if you haven't read it, you need to go read it because they're just so amazing and so good. And like everyone in our class, like I was the only person in my class that was actually into it. And Ms. B would say that all the time. She'll always be like, I wish people like everyone else was into it like you were. Cause like out of both classes, I was the only person that was actually really, really into it. And I was surprised because I had this boy named Noah, and he's like really smart, and he's smarter than all of us. But he wasn't into the book. He finished the book before everyone else, but he wasn't actually into the book because he was saying that like he wasn't into the book. He said that he just wanted to finish it. Like he wanted to get it over with before like it was the end of the school year. He didn't like he just wanted to finish it. But me, like Ms. B was saying that like after we finished a thing, we would talk about the chapter, and I would be the only person blurting out what the chapter was about. Because like if I wanted to, I could literally give you a whole description of the book. Like I could literally just describe the whole book to you. What are those called? Summaries. I could literally give you a whole summary of the book to you if I wanted to, but I ain't. Because I want y'all to go read the book. Like if you haven't read the book, like I said, it's The Witch of the Blackbird Pond. If you haven't read it, it's so good. The main character's name is Kit. She's from Barbados, and her grandfather died, and she had to sell everything of his because he was in debt, and she moved to Weathersfield, but there's like multiple reasons, but there's another reason she left, which I don't want to say because it's like in a further chapter, that she was living in Weathersfield with her aunt and uncle, and her aunt ran away to Weathersfield with a Puritan. And if you don't know what a Puritan is, you have to go like search it up. Because a Puritan is like a person that's like, they're bland. Like they don't celebrate any holidays. They don't wear nice clothes. They wear like plain clothes. They're Puritans. They're like really into the God and religion things. They have like policy like on no witches. Like they're really, let's just say some Puritans are really retarded in that book, and some people in that book I just want to like jump in and punch in the face like multiple times. Because like every time I would finish a chapter, I'll either be summarizing the whole chapter. I'll either be summarizing the whole chapter. I'll be yelling at Miss B that one of the characters need to shut up. I'll either be talking about these characters, this character needs to just do this with this character, or this character needs to go to this character, or just do this and that. And like, it would just be crazy. But this was the LGBT thing, and now I'm talking about a book. I'm literally gonna make a whole other video just talking about this book. Like, it was just so good, and it was just so good. But I totally forgot what I was talking about, so I guess I'll just end the video here. It is technically 12:53 right now, so I guess I'll go. But if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you know when I post. And I'll see y'all guys in the next video. Bye. Peace. Teeth? No teeth.
I like better with no teeth because I don't like smiling with my teeth. Peace.